actually live right around the corner over here, and I think it's pretty. I love Springfield. Love's a strong word, but
It's just like any other town. I think it's very strange that the national attention that we're getting.
We come here to find peace and work and live better. That's all.
The infrastructure's not here, and they ought to planned all this.
I haven't seen nobody eating no cats or dogs or anything.
We're human. We don't want to be treated like this. There's a lot of false accusation going on, politics going on, but we're just here to have a better life.
I just went to the food pantry yesterday.
There's a lot of people coming up from outside that have never stepped into Springfield.
Everybody's scared. All Haitians scared.
I have to call her every single night to make sure that she is safe.
I just want it to be equal and fair.
I miss my country.
It's home. It will always be home to me, and hopefully it stays home.
We just got to stick together and stop letting everybody with this outside craziness come in and try to tell us what to do.
Springfield, Ohio. I'll be honest, before the presidential debate a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have known the difference between this Springfield and the 30 or so other Springfields around the country. But so much of what I've heard since then made me want to understand the real story of what's happening there. So I spent a weekend in Springfield to talk with people who live there, longtime residents, Haitian newcomers, people who are thriving, some people who are struggling. Back in its heyday, it was a manufacturing hub, but when it fell on hard times, the jobs left, and then a quarter of the people left. About 10 years ago, city and business leaders made a push to bring jobs back to Springfield, and it worked. Thousands of new jobs were created, and those companies needed workers. They found some in town, but they needed more, and that's part of the story of how thousands of Haitian immigrants, many who have temporary protected status after fleeing earthquakes and violence and poverty in Haiti, arrived to Springfield. But there have been very real growing pains and resentment from cultural and language differences, overwhelmed city services, price gouging by landlords, and traffic safety issues with so many new drivers on the roads. I heard lots of things I didn't expect or didn't agree with, but I wasn't there to debate. My goal really was just to listen to the people who actually live there. Here's some of what I heard. How long have you lived in Springfield?
Just 6 months.
Born and raised in Springfield, Ohio.
6 years. Yeah.
I've born and raised here, but I've been all over. Military.
I've been in this little kick-ass town for over 3 decades.
born and raised here. I love Springfield because it's kind of like small, a little small. There's a park right here, so I could take my kids to go play at the park. I used to go to Clark State.
I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but I've been here for 23 years now.
Yeah, and what's life like in the town?
It's easy.
Born here and raised here. Not really much excitement in Springfield. People ask me why I live in Springfield. I was born here. I don't know anywhere else.
How long have you lived here?
A year now. Yeah.
Did you come from Haiti or did you live elsewhere?
Well, I was in Philadelphia, so I heard Springfield have great opportunities, jobs, houses, things like this. So I just came here like every other Haitian, come for a better life.
And did you find work out here?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
Well, I'm an optician, so I'm a licensed optician, so I work in glasses and contacts.
Do you love Springfield these days?
I just watched the Bahamas life.
It's just like any other town. There's, good spots, there's rich spots, there's probably seedy spots, there's ghetto spots, but like everybody that I grew up with that's native here, like we're all just down to earth. We're all just trying to live and take care of our children and succeed the best way we can.
I'm an 80-year-old man. In Springfield, I've lived here all my life. Springfield is a very loving, awesome town.
In 2014, then the city of Springfield decided that they were going to help to bring a lot of businesses to the city. So we moved in the midst of that as well because, finding out from them that, Springfield's got jobs, Springfield's got housing, and that's about the same time that our friends from Haiti really started to come into the city as well.
If you are being pushed away, you have to have a place to go. And we came to Springfield just to make sure that we got a safe place to stay, to raise our families, and to get a job.
You meet people from different walks of life. I've met people from Haiti that's doctors, lawyers, governors, just come here to have a better life. That's it. I've met people from the Mexican community. I've met Asian people. I've met all kinds of people right here in Springfield. So it's beautiful, you know. Can't ask for no more.
Think that's a net positive for the community?
No, it's not. No, it's not. The infrastructure's not here. And they ought to planned all this.
I did go to one of our city commission meetings. It seemed like some people were saying is, how did this happen without us being prepared?
There were tensions because of the number of, just the sheer amount of new people that we have from a different culture. And the tensions started really a year ago when there was a school bus accident. A child was killed, and city council meetings kind of exploded, and lots of hateful rhetoric. And then it had really kind of died down and was getting back to just dealing with the normal problems that come with dramatic growth for a city our size. It's surreal just how quickly we descended into the situation we're in.
I lived in Key West for 3 years. I come back in '83. So I rode through the Cuban crowd when they came in by the throngs. You couldn't find a gallon of milk, loaf of bread at the Piggly Wiggly.
I've heard it said before that no news is local anymore, it's all national. And that doesn't really hit you until the story's about your local town. It's surreal to hear people saying things about Springfield that you know aren't true.
One time I heard about tension is through Trump and J.D. Vance. That's it. Other than that, you ain't heard no tension. Everybody pretty much get along.
When it hit the national media, the rumors about Haitians eating pets, which is completely not true. It's just been crazy to see so much hate spread about people in our community.
News report never happened in Springfield. And also, the person that did it, that supposedly did it, wasn't even Haitian. So they was just complete lies. And then you got other people saying like she saw it. Now they're backtracking on a lot of their statements, saying like I don't approve of it, or I didn't mean it to happen in that way. Now it's blown out proportions. Now you got people coming down here that shouldn't be down here or never even thought of Springfield. And now they're just bothering the peace at this moment.
It's bullshit. I haven't seen I haven't seen nobody eating no cats or dogs or anything, but like no, I got told that it was a Facebook video of a girl and it was in a whole different state. Because once you tell somebody something and they go and tell somebody else, it's a whole different story. They done made it their own.
I think that's BS. I really do. I don't believe that one bit. I feel like that's BS.
I really don't think so. Because they get plenty of food from food stamps, and the government takes care of them. So why would they?
I haven't seen any cats disappearing or dogs disappearing in my neighborhood, so I don't know how true that is, which is why it's like, wow, really? Like that's the thing that's going to put us on the map, right?
I think it's stupid, you know. I never seen Haitian eating like cat or dog, like the thing they said. I don't care because I know who I am. I know what kind of like thing can I, but you know, that's crazy, man.
The government jump say something to Haitian is bad. So I don't like it. I'm Haitian, I don't eat the dog, I don't eat the cat. I mean a cow, I eat goat, yes. And the food Haitian is good.
As you can see our dish over here, we don't have no cat and dog in here. We don't eat that kind of meat. We don't.
No, no.
We eat clean.
It's my country. Even some people that even know you eat dogs, you don't drink with it, I think they're gonna call you into the court.
You know what you've been eating, you know who you are, and you see somebody talk like that about you. It's hurt.
This influx of people has been stressful. And it's stressful enough that people have started to tell stories. There's rumors that float around. I think one of the things that's driving a lot of this hatred is fear. A lot of the stories are dehumanizing.
I was living in Haiti before.
Port-au-Prince, or?
Port-au-Prince, Haiti, you know, the beautiful city.
And what brought you here to Springfield?
To get a better life, to work, to live better, you know, safe, get freedom. The people who live in Springfield, they are very friendly, though. They are very friendly. I never submit any racism since I still here. Haiti is very beautiful. It's a good country, but for that happen right now in our country, man.
Do you have hope for Haiti?
Hope. I hope. Maybe in a few years.
I miss my country. I'm very miss my country. I want to go to my country. So my country is not good. I have the problem for the government, the politics.
There's a lot of people coming out from outside that have never stepped into Springfield. There were some people that didn't like them or didn't approve of them, but overall it wasn't like as big or blown out. Like there wasn't so like outlandish hate that people are bringing up nowadays. Like now people are coming out the woodwork saying they hate them. And you're like, y'all never talked about this before. Y'all never had these opinions. And now y'all just saying y'all disprove them. That makes no sense. Y'all are lying just for attention. It's strange because, like, you know, I live near Haitians a lot. I'm not Haitian myself, but I often live near them. And then the attention is just wrong. I feel like it's just wrong. I'm cool with them. Like, they people just like everybody else. We live next to them. They're friendly. As you get out, like, just, that's how it be. So it's strange that they bring that attention here. Now we got bomb threats and KKK people coming down here, dropping notes on people's cars and all of that. And it's just weird. It just feels uncomfortable.
On my dad's truck, there was one of those, like he was talking about, one of those KKK flyers. And it was from a branch from out of Kentucky. And I don't understand why they're all the way in Kentucky. Why come all the way here for something that doesn't even involve them? It doesn't make sense, you know. If you hate someone that much that you are willing to travel to a whole other state, it makes no sense to me.
All Asian in Springfield is scared about something, but because somebody talk bad about the Asian is scared. Asian mother scared for send to kids to school. Don't go to the shop because all people is scared.
Donald Trump, he make us unsafe. You understand that I'm going to work and then my wife coming at home by 11 and then I have to call her every single night to make sure that she is safe. I didn't do that before.
It's not be good for Asian. Everybody's scared. All Asians scared. They don't like to go out. You know, a lot of Asian come in, they don't have car. They walk, come buy the food. They all scared. They don't come the same just like before. Before that, they was good, everybody good. Welcome all immigrants. For now, something changed, not we, yeah, there's something changed.
Just different because everybody treating us really bad. I mean, the Haitian that speak English, working around Walmart, seeing how bad they're talking about Haitians. No, we human. We don't want to be treated like this. There's a lot of false accusation going on, politics going on, but you know, we're just here to have a better life.
What I see on TikTok, TV, and YouTube.
Yeah, make
some guys they don't really like.
Yeah.
They don't. They say right on TV. They say they don't want. I see a guy was talking to the older guy, and he said, "I don't want to see them. I hate them."
Yeah.
Just like this, you know. How would you walk around somebody, you live next to somebody that hates you that much? See what I'm saying? You don't feel uncomfortable.
Do you think it will get better?
I don't know if it's get better. I don't know. We stay here. I'm belong here. I have 2 business here.
It's not that we don't want to associate or and intertwine, because I've seen a lot of people where they do, you know what I mean, they're trying to, but it's too hard with you can't understand each other. How can you be friends and communicate when you can't?
Every Haitian who come here, the first thing they have to do is learning English, learning to speak, to understand, that they can, you know. I think so. The most important thing they have to do. I go 2 days in a week. 2 days, like 2 hours.
I met a lot of good people here, a lot of good people, black, white, Mexican, Haitian, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Everybody just try to get along, but when you got people bringing in a divide and code, and that's what they want to see the city do, just so it can help them on a political scale. That's not right.
Yeah, it has been chaotic, um, divisive, and then sad.
The person who left the church probably 4 or 5 years ago because I talked about immigration too much. So I got this text from him basically saying, hey, this proves that I was right, all the stuff that's happening in Springfield. When you were my pastor, you taught me to love my neighbors. My neighbors are people in Springfield, not Haitians. And I immediately thought of the story of the Good Samaritan because it deals directly with that question, who's my neighbor? And Jesus' point is, it's not about who is our neighbor, it's about who can I be a neighbor to.
I have some Haitian neighbors, which are very polite and that, which was the language barrier. But the son is probably 5, and they were in that house for a week or so, and I noticed that he didn't have any toys or anything. So I went to the Walmart and I bought him a nice leather Wilson basketball and a football, $38 and some change, and he just lit up. So I had a double basketball hoop laying at my house. So a buddy of mine, his boyfriend, my sister's boyfriend, Terry Wallen, we went over, hung the basketball hoop for him, and then last week I noticed his mother, they just stay at the house and things, and I had 2 mountain bikes that were fairly new and hardly used. So they come over, I air the tires, the kid's got a screwdriver helping me, and he just loves me to death. Doc Smith's my name. And so they got bicycles, and she took off on that. She doesn't speak hardly English at all. She got on that bike and was just like a kid in a candy store. Rides it, he's got a bike.
It's not, we don't have a problem, but if they would have put 5,000 here, 5,000 there, 5,000, you know what I mean? However, we wouldn't be so overrun by them and feel like they're taking over.
I am cool with the Haitians. I just think that it's wrong that they're driving $100,000 vehicles when we're not able to. I just went to the food pantry yesterday.
I think that the Haitian people that come are just like you and me. Some of the people are shy. Some of the people are outgoing. But I've learned in those 80 years, everybody's an individual. I don't lump any one group of people together.
There used to be some comments or bad comments about the immigrants, but there were just some concerns to citizens trying to ask questions that has to do with the resources in Springfield to accommodate everybody. But there used as well to be some comments from hateful people who just want to spew lies about us.
A lot of people don't like them, but they're all humans. So I feel like it should all be fair if they're going to be here. If not, then I don't think they should be here.
And when you say fair, like, what do you mean?
To what I feel like the people that does live in Springfield, we don't get like everything that they're getting. I feel like they're getting housing, money, like free money to them. I don't know if they get jobs or whatever, but I've been struggling with getting a job. Like, I've been putting in applications after applications, and it's hard, but it seems like they can get stuff handed to them fast. And I feel like that's kind of unfair.
With all the Haitians and everything that came in, it's not that we have a problem with them directly. It's that the unfairness of it is that they came here and they just get handed, you know what I mean, bukus of money and with the food stamps and then place to live, you know what I mean, and vehicles. And yet we've been here our whole lives working for the American dream, but yet we haven't received it, you know what I mean? And if everyone was being provided the same type of help, you know what I mean, and equally, then it wouldn't be a problem. The only problem is that they're basically, in a way, it's like they're being favored.
It's basically like they get to come here and they just get everything handed to them, like they get a fresh start, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on it. I just think that if you're going to help them, then you need to help the people that's actually in your community first.
In 2020, everybody, not everybody, but lots of people got benefits that they didn't have before. You know, Medicaid was provided for a bunch of people that hadn't ever been on it before. And the confidence of, and other resources as well. But that Medicaid rolled over to 2021 and to 2022. You didn't have to reapply for benefits, right? So when 2023 happens and everybody has to reapply for benefits, and there's some people who lose their benefits because they've got jobs now and because the federal funding isn't as strong for it anymore. So there's different qualification levels. And so some people, when that happened, they looked around and they said, what's the difference? Well, the difference is now we have more Haitians that are living in this town. And so the thought is maybe they're taking our benefits.
Now, like the food stamps, like they are like, it's crazy how they're doing it because they are making people work for food stamps. I mean, like you have to work for so many food stamps and you don't even get very much. And then that takes so much out of your day that to where you don't even get to survive because you can't make regular money just to pay for rent. I mean, people are, it's crazy. The food's going up. I mean, how are we supposed to survive? We all need it. We all struggle. The struggle is real. I mean, we all have a life and we all have problems and we all go through it. And there's people going through way worse than any of us right now. So, I mean, people should just be grateful and thankful and stop being, you know, if people would get off their ass, they would get a job. Just saying. If people would get off their ass, they would get a job.
Job-wise, it was rough around here for a while, you know what I mean? But there's plenty of the little restaurant jobs and stuff, but factory-wise and stuff like that, we don't have a whole bunch of those. And a lot of people don't want to work in the fast food restaurants and stuff because, well, it's a lot of work, honestly. And it's very hot in there.
Like I said, jobs are jobs, man. It all depends on what you're looking for. You know, whatever you're looking for, you may be able to find it here. And as far as jobs leaving, yeah, you had some to leave and they came back. And, you know, the city is really picking up. Businesses are picking up. You know what I mean? You have some people starting their own business.
I actually am the original owner of Adams & Sons Tree Service.
Haitian restaurant. I don't sell for only Haitian. I'm a Caribbean restaurant. For everybody can come to try, eat. I think you're gonna be satisfied. That's from Haiti.
Where in Port-au-Prince?
No, Good Knife.
How long have you lived in Springfield?
6 years.
When we started coming here, this plaza was a dead place. It was no big. There was only the Dollar General and the school, and there was nothing here. So we came here, start build business.
What did you do in Haiti before?
Before came here, no, I just was a student, studying. Yeah.
What did you study?
Nurse.
What is the work here in Springfield? What do you do?
Me, I'm a forklift driver. I work for a company. They make parts of car. Yeah, very good job. They are American, Chinese, and yeah, we are Asian and Mexican. It's like a team, you know. He is American.
Yeah.
Yeah, the president.
The boss.
The boss. The big boss. It's very cool. And if you have potential, it give you the opportunity.
You want to work in nursing here?
Here? Yeah, if I have the opportunity to work as a nurse, I will.
I worked in the factory my whole life. I'm lucky enough to retire. I don't live in a nice house. We made semi-trucks back in the day, and we put them together, and the factory started here in town, and we made a lot of trucks through the last 100 years, and I was lucky enough to retire.
I worked 37 years. And, engineer, I was a Nissan Master Tech, a dealership mechanic for 37 years, and I paid in, that, thank God, and that's why I get a good income.
What's the manufacturing? What are you making?
A glasses company, like AGC. AGC is a glassing company. They make glasses for Honda, Toyota, I was working in the banking system.
In Haiti?
Yes, in Haiti. I was supervised like 5 branches of loan banking.
Was Boutique Creole Restaurant, the owner of the restaurant.
Mwen vin nan Royaume, vin chèche travay. Men fè manje son bagay mwen te toujou remè fè. Lèm vin nan Royaume, moun compatriote mwen pat gen moun pou fè manje pou yo al travay, mwen te toujou ap fè manje pou yo.
I come here in Ohio, it was just for work. And then I realized that a lot of people needed some food to go work. And then cooking was my passion already. And then I say, okay, I think I'm gonna help on this.
5 years before, when I come in Springfield, you can ask the laundry owner, you can ask the agency, leasing agency, you can ask them. With Haitian, they got a lot of money. Ask to Walmart, like their income with the Asian people here and 5 years before. Yes, as to the manufacturing companies, how was their income before the Asian come in here?
They have a problem with us going to Walmart. Say too many of us are
I
Walmart.
hear something from
There was this lady saying she see a balance of the food stamp receipt have $13,000. That's a lie. We don't get, I don't know about somebody else, but us Haitian, I help them active in their card. They don't have no more than $300. There's no way you're gonna get $13,000 of food stamp. Think about it. You know? I mean, I wish I had that. Guy talking about we came here, we buy a cash, we buy a house cash, we paid it off.
We walk. We walk.
I know a friend of mine, he went at Amazon 12 hours. He get off at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, he come to my job, work another 10 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, in a year, in 2 years, you don't have enough to buy a house for $50,000. Think about it, right?
Even me, I'm single mother. I got 2 kids. I'm work so hard. I didn't sleep. I spent 15 years on the island, Turks and Caicos. Work. I work in the Italian food. I cook by my house. No sleep. When I come here, I work in the getaway, something Indiana. I work, I start at 4 o'clock, finish at 4 in the morning. I work so hard. I work 2 jobs. Because I lack money, I have to work hard.
The fentanyl has changed everything. There is hardly any 20s and 30-year-old white. They're all strung out on drugs, and that's the bad side. They're just strung out on drugs and can't work. I mean, it's a struggle, but it's cheap, and I just had 2 that I helped for 6 months, and I let them live in my motorhome. And here I told them, I said, no drugs and that, but here they ended up at that. It was during the cold winter. They were living in a tent up off Main Street in a campment, and then the city ran him out of there, and he was, I've known him since he was 15. He's 32 now, but I let them live, but I had to get rid of them because they were starting to get bad on drugs. But I try to help all the time. Just like that young kid, I'd do anything for him.
I'm 6.5 years clean and sober.
Well, God bless you for that.
Yes, by the grace of God, I'm sitting here.
It's hit a lot of communities hard.
Oh yeah.
Addiction and everything else like out here is really bad too, and I feel like we all put everybody in categories. I feel like I've been through the struggle here for a while. Like I'm 21. I've been on my own since I was 15. So it's been rough, and I have definitely watched the whole world change.
Hit pretty hard by the opioid epidemic, like most small towns in America.
And we just lost my son, Jonathan, due to drugs. But he's in a better place. God is good.
With the cost of living going up nationally, not just here, and with the resources that seem to be given to, outside sources, I can see why people are upset if they're looking for housing or they're looking for help in utilizing the government or whatever funds are there for people that are just naturally struggling. That's what I hope to see change. What I hope is not only are there, enough resources for our new neighbors, but I'm really hoping that there are more resources for everyone so everyone doesn't feel like, oh, they took what's mine.
Want to see what I got from the food pantry?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm very proud of this. I worked hard. There's oranges, dry milk, mashed potatoes, rice, 2 things of chili, diced tomatoes, fruit cocktail, peaches.
We're not here to take any resources. It's just that by the fact that a lot of us arrive here, gotta put a little pressure on the hospital system or educational system. People under the TPS program are not eligible for food assistance or benefits assistance whatsoever. So it's a few Haitians who are under this program, and once they get a job, they call to shut it down. During COVID, they used to give benefits to Americans for free by the fact that it was an unusual time during COVID, and they didn't have to enroll or apply for those benefits. The government just gave it to them. But in 2021, 2022, when COVID-19 stopped, they had to re-enroll now for the program. And in the re-enrollment program, it takes them time to get approved. But all of a sudden they think that they took the programs from them and to give it to Haitians by the fact that Haitians were arriving here. And this is the narrative that they have created.
Our hospital needed higher levels of translation ability. From my understanding, Medicaid doesn't cover the translation, so the hospital is eating that bill. And so being able to, have community support for that, so that way we can, turn those 40-minute doctor's office visits into 15-minute doctor's office visits.
Teachers are overwhelmed. If there are resources that we need more interpreters. We need more people to accommodate the needs of our new students.
Those are legitimate concerns. Telling Haitians to leave town is not the solution.
The translation issue to me it's a temporary one. The best way to learn a language is to be in the culture that speaks it, and children are very good at adapting to learning new languages. So this isn't going to be an issue in 10 years. Even probably even 5, it's not going to be an issue. I think the path forward, maybe some foreign policy decisions get made at the upper level, and the people that they're here on TPS, they want to go back, live with their families. But I think some of them that have had the opportunity to establish roots here and grow, and if they want to stay, personally, I think they should be able to, because this is what the American dream's all about.
Absolutely. And I think for people who have lived here for a long time, I think it's, these Haitian immigrants are our neighbors now, so I think it's treating them like our neighbors.
The problem isn't really the Haitians. I feel like the problem is they brought the Haitians in and they didn't have a plan for them. They brought them right in, and there's so many of them. There's like huge influx in population, and what they needed to do, they needed to figure out a way to help them, learn our culture, learn, how to drive, and do stuff like that, because it's not their fault they don't know how to do this stuff. They come here and they're just put right into it, and they need help. and nobody's helping them, and that's the problem, you know.
We're standing in South Springfield right now, and South Springfield is much different economically than North Springfield.
Now, if we sit here long enough, you'll see my neighbors down there, my mother-in-law. The Haitians live in my mother-in-law's house.
One of my friends actually has lived at his house for 7 years, and he just lost his house, unfortunately, and he's now homeless. Him and his dog and all his things, and he literally had him board him out of his house. And they've done that to a couple of people that I know, and it's crazy because, yes, I can see why people have put so much heat on the Haitians, you know, for that, but then again, like I said, it's not their fault because, I mean, why would these people know that these people are loyal and they're going to kick them out anyway? I mean, obviously they're paying rent.
Really, I have one complaint, and that's traffic is just like out of control.
Wrecks, that's different. There is a lot more of those.
We all get in wrecks. I've seen so many people getting wrecked, and to be whites, blacks, and Mexicans. I mean, you know, it's the same thing. It's not any different just because of their race.
Living in 75, I got my driver's license. My first car was a 67 Super Sport.
It was nice.
My mom gave me her J.C. Penney credit card and said, all right, son, I put dual 4s, 11 to 1s. It was fast. And she wouldn't lay her head on the pillow till that car's come home at night.
I don't have anything against Haitians or anybody else. My problem is they don't know how to fit in, we don't know how to fit in, none of us understand each other, and nobody is helping us understand each other. Everybody wants to talk about it being a race issue, and I don't see that. That's an easy out. The real problem is people not understanding each other.
There's always been a lot of tension, race tension here in the city.
Are you friendly with the neighbors? The Haitian neighbors?
Yeah, I'm cool with everybody.
There would be places where there's been a lot of interaction, health clinics, schools, things like that. But no, I mean, in some ways, this has been a really good thing because it has created lots and lots of supportive relationships. As people have said, this is not Springfield that I want to be a part of, and have looked for opportunities to stand with them. So I really believe that 5 years from now, we're going to look back and say this was a very positive turning point for us.
It'd be nice to have a place to assimilate with each other without the forces to be dictating things we say and think, and we don't even know these people.
If you just coming through this plaza here or a couple more plazas that's here or downtown, you know what I mean, everybody just seems to meet up and get to know each other like that. Or when we have functions here, like Juneteenth or anything like that, everybody meet, laugh, talk, do what they do.
Now see, I like this show, Heat of the Night.
Oh yeah.
But in the heat of the night. Now it is, in my opinion, it's one of the racist shows that I watch. And I'm not a racist. And when I went to school with one black guy. One black guy went to school at Shawnee High School.
You got some people that's still in the 40s and 50s or whatever, but you can't blame them how they was raised. But you have a whole new generation now that's just like, hey, listen, we ain't trying to stand for it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to be bothered with it. So let us mingle with our people, get to know each other, have a family environment, you know what I mean, community, and that's it.
We're very diverse when it comes to our friend group. We got Mexican friends, got Hispanic friends, Asian friends. I got a lot of them. It doesn't matter on the race of the person.
Even though you describe it as a strain on the schools and the institutions and the resources in the community, I don't hear hate in your voice.
Oh, certainly not. We just seen the lady with the Caribbean flair you was talking to, and we commented that.
Yeah.
Very,
Nasty.
very, yes. I have no racial bias at all.
I feel like a lot of people have been putting a lot of pressure on the Haitians. and I have no judgment towards nobody, because I mean, you can't, nobody sits on a higher pedestal than anybody. So I mean, like, yeah, they need to learn how to drive, but that's, they come from a whole different area. They don't even know this place, so they just come here and they're new to us and we're new to them.
People that are showing fear of change and things being different, and maybe us having to share with our new neighbors. And I actually have neighbors that are new to this country, and they are lovely people, and my children are friends with our new neighbors, and they love their friends, and we don't see color, and we don't see, I know that I'm actually a hairstylist downtown Springfield, Champion City Hair Studio, and to be honest, I just think that other than our resources that are quite depleted, because I think we had limited means anyway, so if we could just find a solution, maybe to where, everyone feels good, everyone feels safe, everyone feels like they're getting taken care of.
I know Haitians who play basketball with Americans. We go to play soccer. Some Haitians are out there to play soccer or anything as such. So we are trying to integrate the community as much as we can because we are here to live.
Everybody trying to go out to find freedom, to find peace.
The rest of our family that we have back there, because the political situation right now, so it's kind of like not really stable for now, and then the security thing going on, so we feel like Haiti is still in a very bad situation right now, unfortunately.
Over the years, some puppet government that have been placed in Haiti, not by the people, but by the international community, that kind of hurts the country, and they fail Haiti over the years, that pushed Haitian away. We are so homesick sometimes, wanting to go home, and we cannot go because it's not safe in there.
I'm sorry to tell you that your government helped to get this situation over there, because the white people, the correct people who can manage or govern my country, they don't want that good people manage my country. If the United States government doesn't have any interest in you and you don't accept to do what they ask you to do, you cannot be president in Haiti. They participate in this situation over there, and then they have to treat us with respect. They have to get us respect, because we deserve to get respect.
What's your vision for the city of Springfield?
Just that they build more houses for everybody, and to where everyone can fit comfortably, and just do everything equal.
It should have been done right. I have no problem, people, especially Haiti. It's ran by gangs.
The publicity is bad overall, but we could change it to be a good thing, to have better consumers coming down here to buy stuff, like our mom and pop shops we got down here that got amazing food and stuff. That I believe that it could bring some people that want to come and see. Because I've seen people, there's a lot of people going into Haitian restaurants to show their support to Haitians in the community, and that's amazing. I believe that's amazing. I find that the people that are doing this are crazy, and y'all are wasting a lot of energy when y'all can be doing anything, like building a business or something. They're doing too much for no effort. You're just doing too much. I think they should stop and find some other hobby.
If you come here, we have a great theater, the Cuss Auditorium. We have a nice candy shop, Grandpa Joe's. We're all the time having different events and stuff. Yesterday we had a little dog festival. We do that every year. We were supposed to have a culture fest coming up next weekend or this weekend. But they canceled it because of the bomb threats, unfortunately. But next year, hopefully we get, because we've had it every year. So if you're ever out here, we got a lot of cool stuff to see. Just come check us out. Come see for yourself.
We have to get through it somehow, and it's up to our leaders to help us figure that out, or our churches, or somebody that can help all of us help each other.
There has been a lot of things that this city has gone through. And so I expect we're going to go through it together. I think here's the deal. I think it'll be really nice when we're not the center of attention anymore, right? When the politicians leave us alone, when all of this trouble goes away, the outside groups take a hike, right? It'll be nice to be able to work through this together as a community.
We were handing out these little cards that say, "We're glad you're here. Christ loves you, and so do I." And handed one to one guy, and he looked at it, read it, walked away, and then he turned around and came back. And he said, he said, "I just want to tell you, the vast majority of people in Springfield have been very, very kind to us." And to me, that's the real story.
Get them feeling safety. Like they're gonna feel that they are secure. They're gonna feel that they are not persecuted. They are not feel that they don't got anybody threaten them. And then like that, they're gonna stay, work, and get their life like before.
I feel like us as a people should get together and help our community, like Springfield, instead of being against each other, because this is our town, and I feel like us as a community should take care of it.
I believe that God chose Springfield, Ohio for, this area of time for a reason. And, what I look forward for the world to see is how we come out of this and through this.
I'm 100% certain that we will pull through this, and the Springfield that I've known for 80 years will continue to be that same kind of community.
We can only hope for a change November 3rd.
But for us here in Springfield, we hope things get better, and specifically on us, because it's not really easy for us to just see things going on like that, and we just get here. I know it's not our country, we do know that, but we are all here to try to make a life, and yeah, definitely I hope things get better.
My vision is that 5 years from now, Haitians will be integrated into our community, that we will see Haitians in positions of leadership, in positions of influence, that there will be a lot more interaction between the pre-existing Ohio population and the Haitian population, that Springfield will have earned a reputation as a city that welcomes immigrants, and that there will be a lot of new businesses in town who come to Springfield because there's a labor force here, which in turn will provide jobs for all those people who are already here. I just think our city's going to be better.
The town gonna make it. City of Springfield will make it. We just gotta stick together and stop letting everybody with this outside craziness come in and try to tell us what to do. If they just stay away and let us be us, we'll be fine.
When people have a national audience and they proclaim something that isn't true, they're responsible, in my mind.
And whatever nationalist groups or whoever's causing these bomb threats, feels a little bit like martial law is trying to move in. Sometimes it feels like a fire drill that we're kind of being subjected to, but come what may, because all I try to do is take care of my family and be kind to people and, spread awareness that we can't really relate to a lot of people because we've never been in their shoes. We've never had to leave a country to go to keep our children safe, to keep ourselves safe. And I think some people just came here because they had an opportunity and they seized the moment. And that's the same thing that I would do for my family.
I've been experiencing the best of America over these 2 years, even though we were through the worst of it.
What's your hope for Springfield?
Unity, and...
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, well, certainly that. Can't we all just get along?
I just feel like we all need to have more encouragement instead of judgment.
What's your hope for Springfield coming out of this moment?
It is election year. Everyone is running around like chickens with their head cut off. That seems to be the norm every 4 years. I'm just hoping people start to feel more hope and more comfort with the fact that we can adapt and we can all share this land. We can all, welcome new people, and we can be a little bit more open-minded, hopefully. Just with the mass amount of change, I think everyone was a little shell-shocked. So I'm hoping that moving forward, there could just be some balance later on, but that's what the universe is. It's chaos and balance, and I guess we'll have to see.